Imagine a man who robbed two banks in broad daylight without a mask. He smiled at the security cameras. He didn't run. He was caught within hours. When the police walked into his house, he was stunned. He looked at the officers and said, "But I wore the juice." He wasn't crazy. He was a victim of a psychological phenomenon so pervasive that there is a 90% chance it is affecting you at this very moment. MacArthur Wheeler believed that rubbing lemon juice on his face made him invisible to cameras, because lemon juice works as invisible ink. It sounds like a joke, a punchline, but the deeper we looked, the stranger it got. This wasn't just one man's delusion. It was the first breadcrumb leading to a terrifying realization. The people most confident in their abilities are almost always the ones who possess none. And the experts? They are paralyzed by doubt. This is the Dunning-Kruger Effect. We assume stupid people are just unaware of facts, but facts aren't the problem. The problem is metacognition, the ability to think about your own thinking. Imagine a software engineer who can't code, or a driver who causes 3 accidents a week, but thinks they're Formula One material. They aren't lying to you. They are literally incapable of seeing their own failure. To realize you are bad at something, you need the exact same skills required to be good at that thing. You might think, well, I'm safe. I know I'm not a genius. However, that very thought is the trap. In a study of high-tech firms in Silicon Valley, 42% of engineers rated themselves in the top 5%. In a survey of university professors, 94% claimed they were doing above-average work. Mathematically, this is impossible. We are living in a global hallucination where everyone is sitting on the peak of Mount Ignorant. As you begin to learn a new skill, say chess or physics, your confidence actually plummets. You enter the valley of despair. You finally know enough to realize how much you don't know. This creates a dangerous social paradox. The world is run by the loudest people, and the loudest people are the ones who haven't yet realized they are drowning in the shallow end of the pool. Now, let's look at your daily life. Why is your boss often the least competent person in the room? Why do political debates feel like a shouting match? There is a conspiracy of biology at play here. Our brains are hardwired to prioritize confidence over competence. In the wild, a confident leader keeps the tribe moving. A doubting genius gets everyone eaten. We have evolved to follow the Dunning-Kruger survivors. You aren't being led by the best, you're being led by the most delusional. You think you see the world as it is, but your brain is constantly filling in gaps. If you don't understand how a jet engine works, your brain gives you a placeholder explanation that feels satisfying. You feel the glow of certainty. We mistake the absence of confusion for the presence of knowledge. We are all MacArthur Wheeler, standing in front of a bank with lemon juice on our faces, wondering why the world can still see us. On the other end of the spectrum, the highly skilled suffer from the imposter syndrome. They assume that because a task is easy for them, it must be easy for everyone else. The genius thinks they are average. The average person thinks they are a genius. This creates a world where the people with the solutions stay silent, and the people with the problems are given the microphone. In the end, this isn't about them. It's about the mirror. We all have pockets of incompetence that we protect with a shield of ego.